Star Wars is now 40 years old.
I find 99 objects that do 99...
But a bitch ain't one.
Welcome to Fat Man Batman. I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Mark Bernard.
Okay, so Star Trek Discovery is happening, whether you want it to or not.
What is the sonic power Black Canary uses called in the comic book?
Canary cry?
Correct!
This episode of the Quit Stalling Geekcast is brought to you by Jinx.com. To get 10% off of your entire shopping cart, use the promo code QuitStalling_366 at checkout. If Overwatch League has you hyped, and if you're a fan of supersonic acrobatic rocket-powered battle cars, and if you have that one friend that is still way too into Halo, that's not supposed to say after show, then check out Jinx.com, use the promo code QuitStalling_366, and get yourself 10% off of all the gamer and geek swag you could ever want. The bed music died, and I don't know why. I'm just gonna play our usual bed music now. Yeah, I'll play that.
Just go.
There we go.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, here we go.
I was gonna sing the entire thing. For you.
Welcome everyone to the Quit Stalling Geekcast. It is episode 55. Today is January 23rd, 2018. I want to welcome you all to the show that is Godzilla proof, but not delay proof, because no one is ever delay proof. This is our weekly excuse to discuss what the best way is to take down a giant lizard. And it's obviously not with waiting 20,000 years, but my money is on Frenchmen and worm guys. That's how I think we could take down Godzillas. I am your host, Herald Silvestre. Yes, that is my real name. My parents did decide to name me Herald. And I'm broadcasting from the safety of planet Earth in the current Quit Stalling studio. The current Quit Stalling studio, because I will be moving in a couple of weeks to the new Quit Stalling studio, or my new apartment. So we'll figure that out. But that's not for you to worry about, because with me today, I have the geek, or one of the geeks with me. He's making his 20th consecutive appearance. Or no, not consecutive. His 20th appearance on the Geekcast. No relation to Zoe whatsoever. The man, the myth, the legend, the Lucio main. It's Juancho Saldana. How you doing, Juancho?
What's up, man? So, what's up, people? Juancho here. I want to welcome everyone who's still at January 22nd to the show, because for everyone in the U.S., we live in the past.
Oh, yeah, that's so true. That is so true. Unfortunate. Well,
what do you mean unfortunate? It's fine. There's no difference. But anyway, I was thinking, actually, your name's Herald. It actually really, really fits you. I don't know why I just thought of it now, because heralds are people who talk and announce something, and people have to listen to them, right? That's what a herald is.
I love you. You were the man.
So it fits. It fits perfectly.
It's almost as if my parents knew this was gonna happen. Oh, he's just gonna be in his room. He's just gonna be in his room talking to his friends all day. That's his
Francis
life.
Is in the chat. What's up, Francis?
That is my boy right there.
Late.
What is up?
You're late. Normally you're at.
We are late.
No, he's late, but we're extra late.
Yeah, we're about an hour late. He's saying he just came from Gwen's test stream. Big shout out to Penguin, aka if not now Gwen, who's been streaming on Twitch, or who is starting the stream on Twitch now. I think she was playing Smash earlier. Francis, correct me if I'm wrong. But
cool.
Yeah, everyone, welcome to the show. Juancho, man, how have you been?
Same as last week, honestly. Just still looking for a job. Someone please hire me, please. And just playing a lot of Overwatch, I guess, with people from the Philippines, just to keep me sane, just so I have so I don't lose all my friends.
Oh yeah. What's your ping like when you play with people from Asia?
It's fine, dude. It's actually it's 150. It's okay. It's
okay
PLDT.
Yeah, it's okay for for healers. It's fine, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
if you're not on it. Yeah.
I mean, once if it hits 200, that's when it's bad. I guess.
Oh yeah. I mean, it hits 200 for me on a regular basis. So
I've actually done I went to 2 meetups this week, which were pretty cool. Because I really miss playing board games. So I went to. I downloaded this thing called Meetup from Meetup.com, which is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like
Meetup.com is how I found Pickup Soccer when I went to America.
Yeah. So that it's cool. So I searched for social board games. I've actually been going there for the past 3 weeks. It's
How
just
are the
this week I
people?
really enjoyed it, and I really missed playing board games. So I had fun, and I went to a Pokemon pre-release. So I missed playing Pokemon too, and I met. Yeah, and after the pre-release, like me and the Pokemon people decided to go to a board game bar.
Okay,
and
so I
play
get it.
board
We're getting
games.
replaced. It's
had-
fine. It's fine.
No. See, I'm not playing Overwatch with them. They play. I'm not playing with them. It's just sometimes you need a physical body to play board games with people.
Sometimes I'll clip that out. Sometimes you need a physical
that's not-
body.
I'm using them for their bodies. To play
I'm
board
clipping
games.
that out as well for next week's
That's so
promo.
bad. I know.
No, that's good.
I'm sorry. Okay,
Good.
let's move on from me. How's your week been going?
You gotta do what you gotta do, Juancho. Ira is like all the way in the Philippines. You're fine. So, my week's been pretty good. As you see, we're starting to put more regular content on the YouTube, on Twitch, on the Facebook and Twitter. We're starting to put out clips of the shows, kind of like highlights and all that stuff.
I noticed you've been working hard. I've actually been watching myself, which is weird.
Oh, I like to watch you too, but that's more of a private thing for me. But
Okay.
yeah, so I've been working my butt off trying to make sure we have regular content now. We've started releasing the shorts that we filmed late last year, like the Game Bite one, with the logo where I was just like game. Wait, how does that go? It was like Game Bite. Like so.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to make
I
sure we
wanted
have
to
steady.
comment I don't think the controllers match in the video. Just
Yeah,
saying.
see, you should because no one has noticed yet. I don't think anyone else has noticed yet. That was on purpose too.
Literally, one person had a wired controller. I'm like, what is this? Who even has a wired controller nowadays?
I think you'll love the next short we're releasing on Sunday. I think you'll like it. It has all to do with the controllers.
I wish I could be part of the shorts.
Dude, I actually have a couple in mind that we could do remotely.
Oh, really?
So yeah, when I finish writing that out, we'll record them, you and I.
Awesome.
All right. So aside from that, just been working with the guys from Most Played. Yeah, check that out. Mostplayed.com. Most Played Games on Facebook. Just doing my job and trying to make more content for Quit Stalling and trying to make sure that this is sustainable. So people will hit that subscribe button above your head from time to time. Support us, or the support button below where they can donate. Or,
Where is that even?
cheer for us.
Yeah, you are right. Yeah.
Yeah, cheer for us with bits. Sometimes you got to tell people where the buttons are, because they might get lost.
Maybe you just keep pointing at it. Someone would actually click it.
Oh right,
Here.
you never know.
Here.
We actually had
Here.
our first cheer from someone, Clark Q Plays from Twitch, was the first one to cheer us last week on Game Bite, and our first sub is still and our only sub, Diego Z. Rafa, our friend Rafa, was supposed to sub to us, but his payment wouldn't go through, so
damn.
I think he's fixing that out. If you could talk to him later on when you guys play Overwatch.
Well, you'll be
kidding.
playing
So-
with us too, so.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh no,
You can bully him
I'm
into
looking for
subscribing.
apartments. I'm looking for apartments later because I am moving.
Fair enough.
Since you are asking about what I've been up to, I'm looking for a new apartment to move into because my lease is expiring here. My ping in Overwatch here is too high. I can't tolerate it anymore. I'm finding a place with better.
That makes sense. Perfect sense.
I know, right? My ping is 223, if not 300.
That's crazy.
So it's crazy. As DPS, how am I supposed to do anything?
Just treat it as projectile then. Every shot.
It's so
Problem
hard
solved.
because.
It's like every time you play, you're a Hanzo main.
Oh my god.
Everyone loves those guys.
Everyone
you're
loves those
fine.
guys. Are you sure?
Anyway, so Francis
right.
in the chat saying playing Old Man Journey on stream. Oh, so Gwen was playing Old Man's Journey.
okay.
I don't know what that game is.
It's an old man's journey.
Sounds like an adventure because it's a journey. And IMB says, I hire you, Juancho, to feed Hungry Lion. Well, I'm pretty sure if I had to feed a hungry lion, he'd be full.
Oh,
He'd be full.
I was assuming he meant like, you know, he'd
that
get
I
you to
feed
like,
the lion, not feed myself to the lion.
yeah, I was.
Oh, either way, what's gonna end up happening is that I'd probably get eaten by the lion. Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah,
I'm not a cat person, so big cats. So.
Big cats. All right. Let's move on. Any shout outs you want to give before we move on? Like we already gave shout outs to our home slice Francis for Ranzishu and IM_B. You got any love to throw out?
Just anyone who's in the chat. What's up?
That's really. Say hi, guys. Say hi, and everyone. I want to give a shout out. I know they're gonna probably be watching more tomorrow night on GameBite, but I want to give a shout out to the people over at Streamers Philippines who've been very supportive of the show. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I actually forgot to share it on the group, but I'll do that right now. And yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. We got a great show. We're talking about Netflix. We're talking about people who act bad and make bad movies, and so much more. So much more. You want to get to that, Juancho? You want to get straight to that? Shall I play the soundbite?
Let's go.
All right, let me tone down that bed music and play it.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone!
It's the news, and it's brought to you by who do we give a shout out to today? It's brought to you by Reddit.
Google, that's what I use. Oh
yeah,
okay.
Reddit, because for the internet's front page, you never go to a search engine anymore. You just go to Reddit because everyone's funny on Reddit.
Oh well, I'm pretty lame then because I use search engines and social media. I do not know how to use Reddit well.
Get with the times, Grandpa. Get with the times. You just need the app.
I know. I have the app. I have the app.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes
okay.
like I'm in a thread that I really like. I read everything, then that's it. I don't explore anything.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, you gotta get a little adventurous, Juancho. You gotta just a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine with what I'm using right now. So,
okay, well,
Google.
Yeah, but it never hurts to expand your horizons.
Nah, yeah. People are funny there. I use it to follow that. You know that one horror story? I am forgetting the name. About the guy who's being haunted and by a little kid. Have you heard of that?
Okay. No.
I'm forgetting the name. Honestly, if anyone in the chat knows, please tell me. It's like a really popular thing. But anyway, let's get to the news. What do you want to start with?
Hold on. Let me. Oh, I already played the soundbite, so I got distracted. With trying to share on the social media. Let's start
with Pokemon because that's what I know.
Oh, okay.
Love.
You know what? Hold on. Let me
I'm just
lower
waiting for the
again.
picture on the stream. Honestly,
if we're talking about Pokemon, we gotta do this.
This week in video games.
All right. We got a little video game talk today, guys, because
you're right.
You know what?
You're right. I'm sorry. It is a video game, so it should be on GameBite.
No, Juancho. You know what? I realized you and I play video games, and the Geekcast always has room for a little bit of video game talk. You know, because
it's just I never classify anything on a phone as a video game. It never came into my mind.
Don't tell Francis that. We lost Francis. We lost Francis. Francis, don't get mad at Juancho. He's only a mortal.
I call them games. It's just that when I think of a video game, I think of a console or things on my laptop. You know, I never really thought like that. Yeah.
Well, this week in video games is brought to you by GameBite. Tune in 9:30 p.m. Wednesday nights Philippine Standard Time to watch GameBite. And a huge shout out to Diego Z over in the chat. He's not going to be able to make GameBite tomorrow. Insta DZ. But we love him just the same. He's spamming that DZ emoji he got. If you guys want that DZ emoji, subscribe to us and you'll get it for free. Oh yeah, let me spam some DZ emojis.
Maybe instead of playing Overwatch at that time, maybe I could take that seat then.
Oh, you could. We've got the guys from Gaming House stopping by, so it'll be a good time for you to meet them.
Cool. All right. So anyway, the Pokemon Go. The reason why I wanted to talk about this on the show was I actually opened the app this week. You know?
Oh yeah, I have as well. But go on.
Yeah, it's because since the last time I played, like a lot of new things have been implemented, like the raid system, Gen 1 and 2 Pokemon, the partner Pokemon, shiny Pokemon. I did not see any of that. So when I opened it this week, I was just bombarded with information. But I thought it was really cool. The coolest thing was the raid system, and I got to use it with a bunch of friends. We fought Kyogre, and it didn't turn out so well because I got into it late. So I did not get Kyogre. But I thought it was just cool that everyone was really fighting this one Pokemon. But anyway, so the news I have for Pokemon Go is there's a new update coming out this week, and I think is the you know about the news lately regarding Apple, right? How they're throttling the older iPhones.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are saying it's because of batteries. And now Apple's offering like replacements.
Yeah. So that's like that was I think it was a huge hit to Apple, but the next thing I'm about to say is probably a way bigger hit to Apple.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Go
in
on.
the next update, Apple is dropping support for Pokemon Go is dropping support for certain Apple devices.
So we're talking like 6 below, right?
Yes, the iPhone 5, 5C, and everything below that. And the iPad 4, 3, 2, 1, and Mini.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's a lot.
How does it affect the 5S? How does it affect the 5S?
Ooh, I think the 5S is fine, because technically that came out a year later. Oh, is that the phone you're using?
Yeah, okay. Because I know it's because of AR reasons, is that right?
It's just I think it's just because of all the new things that they've added. You know how Apple always wants everything to work perfectly?
Yeah.
That might be it. It's just there's too much stuff on it now. It's purely technological reasons.
That's crazy.
It's just that.
I mean, sometimes you got to keep up, and the fact that iPhones like the 4 and the 4S have survived so long, and the 5. I mean, it's also a testament to how good their tech is. But it's also sad that, software is getting to a point where hardware can't keep up.
Sure. I mean, when did the 5 even come out? 2012?
Oh, man, you're going to have to make me Google this.
2012. Actually, I actually had it written down, then I erased it by accident.
September 21, 2012.
Yeah. I knew it was 2012. So 2012, so 6 years for your phone to become obsolete. Something
Not
you
bad.
play. I guess, yeah. But it's
actually,
Apple.
when the new generation comes out, it actually feels really bad because, like, it feels that much slower. Actually.
No, yeah. Every year, like every time, like a new phone comes out, you just feel obsolete.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like you're playing catch up.
Yeah, so people with iPhones below the 5 and the 5C, and iPads below the 2,
4.
Am I right? Or the 4.
iPad 4.
Okay, the 4 are in trouble.
Yeah.
All right,
I just thought that. Yeah, I don't understand why it's just Apple then. Like they make this announcement that these phones aren't going to start working from now on, but then shouldn't there be also accompanying Android phones from now on? These won't work too.
Well, Android is. Android's a little more flexible.
Yeah.
From
I
what
mean,
I've
like
seen.
they could say the like something made 2012, like the S3, 4. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Francis in the chat,
also...
man, he says he'd buy a plane ticket to go smack you, and then he took it back, and he's like, what? Instead of smacking him, I'll just land him in RKO. That's for saying mobile games aren't video games. Man, you picked the wrong fight, brother.
I know.
Francis, I'm on your side, Francis.
Come to mind. My bad, Francis.
It's not your fault that you're coded that way.
I love you.
Yeah, it's not your fault that you're coded
I downloaded the pet race, man. I play it every now and then.
Yes. Man, okay, so guys, Apps. Our friends over at Apps make the most fun mobile games. You should check those out if you're on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Check out Just type in Coup Apps, you'll find like Pets Race, really fun games. I mentioned Most Played earlier, but Coup Apps are really good as well. So Juancho, we got other stuff. Oh,
the good thing is, I'm pretty sure their games work on the iPhone 5. So
yes,
saying,
they do a really good job of testing their games on multiple devices. They have like multiple devices at their office to make sure that they're all optimized, and it's really good. I seeing how they work, I really appreciate that they take the effort to do that. Because a lot of developers would just be like, oh, upgrade or get out.
Yeah, that's true. So props to them.
All right.
Props to them.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading something else. I was prepping up for the next thing we're supposed to talk about.
Okay, so Juancho, man, you and I have talked about this show a couple of times before. Man, that food smells good. Tracy's eating food already. And we've talked about certain episodes, like the beloved San Junipero, but a Black Mirror, man. I've watched 2 episodes already this season. The Black Mirror, Juancho, The Black Mirror, has been really good this season. I'm gonna say that because
it's good every season, honestly.
Yeah, it is good every season. But I do want to say, man. So let's talk first of all about the USS Callister episode. All right,
so is this a spoiler warning episode? Because it's really hard to talk about Black Mirror without spoiling anything.
You are right. You know what?
Holy spoiler alert!
And if that wasn't loud enough,
normally we talk about this in episode recap at the end of the show, so no one has to tune out to say.
Yeah, that's true. But we haven't really done episode recap in a while, so I totally forgot we did that. Do you want to save it for the end? Because we can save
I feel like we
end.
should save it at the end, because
All right.
So no one has to tune out, if anything.
All right. So
I feel like I'm saying IMB. Have you seen Black Mirror recently, or Francis?
All right, well, let's touch on some other news then. Juancho, what is this? For those of you who are watching the video feed, Juancho, what does this logo mean to you? It's for those of you listening to the audio only. It's a duck-shaped hockey mask and 2 sticks.
Yeah, it looks like this sport that you use sticks to shoot a puck into a net.
Does that have any significance to your childhood or anything?
Hotshot attorney who's never.
Honestly, I've never seen it.
No! Are you serious?
Yes, I've never seen it. So
okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I will tell you not to watch Star Trek Discovery yet. I will tell you not to watch any of the other shows or movies I've recommended. Please watch the Mighty Ducks trilogy, please, before Francis
such an old
books
movie,
a flight
though.
to Portland and RKO's you. Please watch the 3. I implore you. I implore you. Please watch.
It's about hockey? Okay.
Don't say like that. It's about hockey. All right, it's about hockey. All right, so
are they actual ducks playing hockey?
Well, we'll get to that in just a little bit. All right, so first things first, let's get to the news part. Oh my God, why is there an ad? The Mighty Ducks are getting supposedly a TV series. So there's no clear word yet whether this will be a reboot or a continuation, but the Mighty Ducks are getting a TV show, and I think it's only good because, one, we get to see more Emilio Estevez, who doesn't really act anymore, or if he does get to be on the show, and 2, there's so much 90s nostalgia for those of us who watched it with Mighty Ducks that it's something we didn't know we wanted, but yes, we want it now. Please, Eastland, yes. Francis in the chat gets it.
You want it? Are you sure?
Yes, yes.
Do I have to remind you about Baywatch and all this?
Baywatch wasn't our generation. I mean, yes, Yasmin Bleeth was amazing, but
Oh, okay, wait. Let me think of something that was rehashed recently from the 90s. The Powerpuff Girls. I don't know why that's.
Oh God, don't no.
But that was terrible.
Samurai Jack was good.
It sounds like you have something that you cherish so much right now, and it's about to be messed with.
Samurai Jack was good.
Oh no, but that wasn't a rehash. That was a continuation.
See, if they continue, that's what I'm saying. Is if they continue
are they
it,
gonna you're gonna continue it.
Like,
I don't know
we're
the
not sure
plot,
yet.
So
Yeah, we're
I
not
don't
sure
know the
yet.
plot so.
So I'm saying if they do, please Disney, and then we could have those crossovers where Fulton Reed. See, you haven't seen it, so I can't make jokes. Where's Jay? 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 Oh my God.
Where is Jay? I haven't seen him in forever.
I know, right? We have a Facebook group where we check who's showing up, and he doesn't message anymore. So
Sad life.
I mean, yeah, James will be back next week, I think. So James, man. I know James likes the Mighty Ducks, so maybe he'll say this for next time. But yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't watch just a hockey movie when I was a kid.
Hey, it's not a hockey movie. It's the hockey movie. All right, watch. A Miracle on Ice was nothing to Mighty Ducks 3. Okay? I love how D3 just showed up when I said Mighty Ducks 3. That's perfect timing. That's perfect timing. But yeah, Juancho, I implore you, man. Please watch it. Please.
Okay.
And you were talking about, actual ducks playing. They actually had a spin-off cartoon that was no way related.
That's the one I know.
Yeah, so this was and I still watched it. It was a pretty funny show. I enjoyed this. So yeah, guys, Mighty Ducks is getting a TV show. I'm excited. No matter what happens, I'm excited. Juancho, you can't take this away from me. All right.
Technically, they already had a TV show then. If they had actual ducks playing
A live-action TV show. They're getting a live-action TV show. You can't take this away from me, Juancho. I'm excited.
All right. Okay. Hopefully it's good.
Yeah,
I pray
I'm
it's
really
good.
hoping it's good.
Okay.
All right. Juancho, do you know about What We Do in the Shadows?
Is that? I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
What is that?
So What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh no,
was pretty
I know
much.
what that is. I know what that is. Yeah, I love that movie. It's The
Yes.
Office, but vampires.
Yes, that's The Office but vampires, from the mind of Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords and Taika Waititi of Thor Ragnarok fame. So he was Korg. That was Meek. So Taika Waititi was the director. Yes, and Francis in the chat says Pescati. Yes, Pescati. So for those of you who don't know, this was the pretty much what Juancho said. It was The Office but vampires, written by people from New Zealand, and it was really good. You guys could probably find it online. I highly recommend seeing it. It's really funny.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
a mockumentary.
It was hilarious.
It was.
For like, for comedy fans, you should watch it. For horror fans, you should watch it. And
Yes, it has that kind of element where it entertains all fans of the genres that you just mentioned, and it's really good. And what scares me is it's getting the Black Mirror-ish treatment where it's going to America and getting a TV show.
oh, okay.
Yeah. So the thing is, it's still written by Taika Waititi.
Okay.
And
that's good.
Which should mean it's good. Also by Jermaine Clement, again, the writers of the original. So that should mean it's good, right? But I'm still very worried because
Yeah, because the setting, since it was in Europe or something.
that was in New Zealand.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Isn't New Zealand in Europe?
Are you?
Same.
No, you're not. You're kidding, right?
Is it? Isn't it? Is it Asia?
It's New Zealand is right next to Australia.
Yeah, but so it's part of Australia?
Yes.
I did not know that. My bad.
Wow. Well, see, the more you know. The more you know. So, Francis, if you flew to New Zealand, Juancho would never find you.
Dang, I did not know that.
Yeah, so New Zealand. So where was I? Yeah, so they're making a TV show that will reboot the movie, which is what I'm scared of. If they continued it, or if they made like a spin-off on the side of like, oh, maybe they're in America now, I would be less afraid. But they're they're doing the Office thing where they're just remaking it somewhere else.
The Office worked, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's a very good point. And the fact that they're getting Waititi and Jermaine Clement to write should mean that it'll keep the formula, right?
Yeah. Hopefully they keep the actors, because I thought the actors were perfect.
The actors were so good. The guy who played friggin' I forgot what Nosferatu's alternate name was.
Oh, that guy was my favorite. The clean guy. The guy on the thing right now.
Yeah, that's Taika Waititi. He was the director for Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, really? I did not. Also,
Yeah.
I did not know that's what he looked like.
That's why you come on the Geekcast, Juancho, to learn about
Yes.
things. To learn.
And geography, apparently.
Yeah, and Francis says that's where Roadhog's from. So yeah, man, Junkrat and Roadhog are from neighboring countries.
Oh, okay.
Yes. It's all coming together in his mind now, Francis. We just enlightened Juancho.
For some reason, I thought New Zealand was close to Iceland. For some reason, I don't know.
Well, it might have to do with the fact that me and Francis watched Mighty Ducks, and we know where Iceland is.
Okay.
Iceland
Dang.
is really green, and Greenland is full of ice.
Yes, I know, but I thought it was like somewhere around that area. I don't know why I thought that.
It's fine, man. It happens. It happens. There, Peter, the guy who's Nosferatu, Ben Francham, played Peter, who there's a there's gonna be a spoiler, but I don't want to.
I know. Should we
spoil
to
it?
say too. No.
You
We
sure?
shouldn't. We shouldn't. That's literally. We're only gonna say one thing. We're only gonna
This
say
is our
one
show!
thing, and then everything, and then it's gonna be spoiled.
That's true.
It's just one thing. It doesn't even really matter. It's just.
We have to be
But I
considerate.
feel like-
You're right, Juancho.
Well, basically, I feel like they might have to reboot it if they're gonna put Nosferatu in, right? Just that's it.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, what we do in the shadows is going to land on FX, which also gives me a little bit of hope because FX has those risky, more risky shows like Archer. The shows that couldn't really stay on Fox. So
Just as long as it's not AMC. I'm fine
Okay,
with
yeah.
everything except
yeah,
AMC.
that makes sense. I'm with you on that actually. Yeah. So yeah, my joke was supposed to be that what FX did in the shadows was they won the bidding war, but I couldn't weave it in anymore. Like,
Oh, sorry.
I had a funny setup
I thought you had
in
a
my-
joke
yeah.
for something else. But never mind.
We'll get to that eventually. We'll do that in the after show. Lada! Francis in the chat says Lada!
I haven't actually watched the latest season of Archer because it's
Oh.
not on Netflix. I think.
Binge it through extra legal means. Yar. Yeah.
I'm in the U.S. now. Hi, NSA. Just not going
They're
to do
shut
that.
down
Not
for
going to do
now.
what you
Want to
said.
take advantage? Take advantage.
Yep. Oh, yeah, just move on.
shut down.
Just move on. Don't want to go to jail.
All right. What else are we talking about? Oh, you wanted to talk about the Razzies, Juancho, the awards for really bad acting and movie making.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually follow that sometimes, just to know like what are the bad movies of the year.
Uh-huh.
And I'll just read off the list. I want to see if you agree with them.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Is
Go
that
for it.
All right. So
Yeah,
for
man.
worst
Do it.
pick. Oh, so for anyone who doesn't know, the Razzies are like the Oscars, but negative. So the nega Oscars. Okay.
The
So these are the
oh my
worst
God.
pictures of the year, apparently. So the worst pictures are Baywatch, The Emoji Movie, 50 Shades Darker, The Mummy, and Transformers: The Last Night. Let's talk about that.
Okay, sorry.
I
What were
agree
the
with
first two again? Because I've seen this.
Baywatch and The Emoji Movie.
Oh yes.
Baywatch, Emoji Movie, 50 Shades Darker, The Mummy, and Transformers: Last Night. The only thing I didn't watch in the five are Baywatch and 50 Shades Darker.
I didn't even know 50 Shades Darker came out.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm surprised it's on the list. Actually, I thought it had a really big fan base or something.
I mean-
well, that doesn't mean it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Just because it has a fan base, I guess. But since it has a big fan base, I thought they'd actually do it right. That's what I was thinking.
Well, cash grabs never tend to do things the right way. Isn't that right, Michael Bay? Isn't that right, Michael Bay?
Is it a cash grab though? No, because I guess I don't know because it's. I mean, before 50 Shades came out, has it been? It's not like there was a need for these kinds of movies, right?
Yeah, that's.
Unlike,
What do you
I'd
mean,
say,
these kinds of
Hunger.
movies?
I mean, like, I don't know where you classify 50 Shades of Grey, honestly.
Are we talking like teen drama?
Is it a teen
young
drama?
young adult movies?
Not even young adult. Adult movies. This is an adult movie.
Well, yeah, there is that whole BDSM factor to it.
Yeah. I mean, I'd call like Hunger Games a cash grab, you know, because it's writing off all the teen stuff. like Harry
Sorry.
Potter stuff that was happening around that time.
Yeah, that's true. So, and I do
So,
want to look in the chat real quick, because I think we should get Francis as our show notes writer, because he was just like, you were in the dark about it. Yeah, 50 Shades Dark. We should get you to write our show notes, Francis. What are your rates? What are your rates? All right. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
it wasn't
DC's in the
around
chat.
that time.
What's up?
Oh,
Diego?
DC's in the
He
chat as
says-
well?
He says it's an Eroji live action.
Eroji live action? Oh, Eroji. Oh. Like,
Anyway, so
Okay.
what do you think? Do you think out of the 5 movies I've said, what do you think is the worst? Or
I
do
think
you even
the
agree with this?
harshest. I think the harshest would have to be Baywatch, because it wasn't really meant to be taken seriously. It's like 21 Jump Street, like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure no one was supposed to take the Emoji Movie seriously.
With the budget
That means
they
it did-
had.
With Baywatch or with Emoji
No, with
Movie?
the Emoji Movie, like the stars that they had. They had freaking T.J. Miller parachute down to Cannes Film Festival and promote the Emoji Movie. So,
Oddly
I don't know,
enough, out of the 5 movies I watched, like the 3 I've watched, right? I watched them all in one day, in an airplane going here. I watched all 3 of them, and
to be fair, your flight was really horrible and long.
no, it was long. It was 40 hours before I got to my destination. But I watched all 3. I watched Emoji Movie, The Mummy, and Transformers. Except I actually could not finish Transformers.
Wow, so that
I
was the
started-
movie you couldn't finish.
Yeah, I started watching Transformers, and then they're making fun of Merlin, and I started watching. I was all hyped because those are topics that really, really interest me. The Dark Ages, magic, Merlin, stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it was just they made Merlin crude, and then I sat through that, and then I got through like when they fast forwarded to present age, and I was like, what is this world? It doesn't make sense. Why is Optimus Prime evil now, and why are they outlaws? I was like, I can't follow this.
Holy spoiler alert!
No, this is the beginning of the movie. It's not a spoiler.
Oh, are you serious? It's like
It's like the
beginning?
first 10 minutes or something.
Oh god. Oh god.
It's the first 10 minutes. Okay, that's not a spoiler, is it? But anyway, yeah, so I
No,
couldn't.
it's not.
Literally,
It's
after
just
10
sad.
minutes, I could not sit through the movie. The Mummy I actually finished, and I actually enjoyed the Emoji Movie. So, just saying.
Okay. Man.
So Transformers is the worst movie for me. What do you think? What is the worst movie for you?
For me, the worst movie, man, it's really hard because I really hate Michael Bay, so it's hard to avoid. Because he's taken a beloved franchise, one that had so much potential for storytelling, and interaction between characters, and not just robot fighting, which is admittedly 50% of what we want to watch. But again, it's 50% of what we want to watch. A lot of people hate the human interactions, which I tend to agree on some level with as well, because you want to see how these aliens, which is what they are, they're not just robots. These aliens survive and adapt and deal with this new world and environment that they're dropped into, and the rising conflict they have with each other, as well as the whole Autobots and Decepticons feud. And you layer that in with how it affects the citizens of the world they're inhabiting now, with the humans, and there's so much potential there. And all they did was give us like explosions for an hour and a half. And how long is this one? Is it 2 hours now?
Dude, I don't even know. Like I said, I watched 10 minutes of it, and I know people don't like Michael Bay. I don't personally not like him or anything. I honestly just don't notice. But I came into this movie really wanting to like it, because the theme of it was something that is really close, that hits home for me. It's medieval times, and you put freaking robots in it. That's so cool. But
yeah,
I couldn't watch it after 10 minutes. It's just, ugh, So
yeah, I'm with you.
It's not just Michael Bay. It's just a terrible movie in general.
Yeah, and the thing is, we're talking about Transformers itself. The fact that they dropped in the whole, medieval times thing, which
could have worked. It could have saved the franchise. But again, they relied too heavily on shaky cam. They relied too heavily on graphics and CGI that suck on so many levels. Like, I hate saying the word suck when I describe someone's work of art because it's always subjective. But at the same time, the beauty of Transformers is the when you watch the cartoons or when you watch like the 3D animated versions, it's simple. You see the shapes of the robots, of the Transformers, and it's a lot of flat surfaces, it's a lot of rounded curves, but none of them are too intricate to the point that when you're watching a robot fight, you don't know what the hell is going on. Like, is that his arm? Is that his leg? But that's what you get with the movies. Is like when they transform, you're like, oh, he's flipping forward, and okay, he's humanoid now. Like, it's really weird and frustrating to watch the action scenes.
It's honestly, it's how they shoot the scenes. They make it so shaky to the point you don't know what's going on, and then next thing you know, oh, he's transformed. Oh, they want to fight.
Yeah, and for me, it's also the design of the Autobots and the Decepticons. It was too
cool
complicated
the first time, I thought, but yeah, I guess I could see what you're saying. Yeah, it is too complicated now.
Yeah, when like to your credit, like, it could have worked. Yes. If they just kept the camera angles simple and stopped like shoving us into their every little nook and cranny, and then like having us go in and out and left and right and shaking everything, it's just dumb. It's a beloved franchise, like I said, and it's such a shame that they wasted all the resources they had.
Okay, well, I just really wanted to talk about that, like the worst pictures. I don't want to get through the entire list, but you guys should check it out because like there are too many categories: the worst actress, worst actor, worst supporting actor, supporting actress, stuff like that.
They're all from like the same movies.
Oh yeah. No, except in worst actress, it kind of surprised me actually. Emma Watson is in it. So
in The Circle.
What? The Circle, was it really bad? Was it bad?
I hear The Circle was bad.
I honestly just don't watch anything with Emma Watson. And the Harry Potter cast.
Oh, really?
They're always gonna be because they're always Harry Potter to me. So I don't want to watch anything else that they're in. I don't know. It's just my thing.
No, I get it.
Not to break the image,
Yeah.
So
was it hard for you to see that? Is it hard for you to see Domhnall Gleeson in Star Wars and in Black Mirror?
Who?
Domhnall Gleeson.
Who
Bill
was
Weasley
he again?
Oh,
yeah,
I
actually didn't notice. Him.
Yeah, okay.
And I didn't notice him at all. It's just it's just literally the three.
Oh, just the
three.
Harry, Ron, and Hermione.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be way too hard if I had to avoid every single movie just because there's like a Harry Potter credit.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right.
I'm surprised Emma Watson. Oh, Jennifer Lawrence is in it too from Mother. I heard that was a good movie. I don't know why she's in there.
Because she's wooden. Jennifer Lawrence has no emotion.
Worst actor, Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. Really? Was it bad too? Anyway, so yeah. Oh, Mark Wahlberg's in it. That's cool. Anyway, so that's it.
Francis in the chat said, yeah, the Mummy reboot was blah. It's the stuff you keep buried 6 feet under.
Oh, dude, the Mummy reboot was so bad. I wanted to like that one too because I really like the Mummy. But they took it way too seriously, and they was like, they tried to make their own universe. I'm like, no, you don't. Not really. You don't really have to make a dark universe.
Yeah.
Freaking Marvel.
You can do it with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Why pick the monsters?
I know. It's like, and then like Tom Cruise was supposed to be their Iron Man,
No,
dude,
man, that's so bad.
I want to go into spoilers too about this. It's just it felt so off too. Like right in the middle of the movie, you get Russell Crowe, and then suddenly it's about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I'm like, no, we're not done with the Mummy yet.
Yes.
What Marvel did was they had Iron Man movie, and then in the after credits, maybe Avengers. Not in the middle of the movie. Let me have the movie first.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh man, so many things people are trying to do wrong.
Yeah, they're trying to push it.
Yeah, they're trying to force things, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yep.
going back real quick to the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, I could use me some more Alan Quatermain. Some of that Alan Quatermain. All right. So I think now it's time to move into spoiler territory, Juancho. I think. I forgot what soundbite I used to play. Let's just.
The Game of Thrones one.
Oh yeah, where is that?
Wiener.
Episode recap. Here we go. All right, guys, it's time for episode recap.
Holy spoiler alert!
All right, it's time for episode recap, guys. We haven't done this in a while, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. Let's see. We're gonna talk about the blackest of mirrors today, Juancho. You want to do Hang the DJ first, or do you want to do USS Callister?
Let's do USS Callister, just because it was the first episode of Black Mirror this season.
That's true.
Technically.
All right.
Technically,
All right.
but they all came out at the same time, so any one of them could have been the first episode.
Actually, yeah, there really is no relation, right, to which is listed first.
It's just when you click it, it comes out first. That's it.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, the USS Callister. Some would obviously notice from the first few seconds of any trailer, or actually just watching parts of the episode. It's very heavily themed towards the Star Trek fantasy more than anything else, and it's done so quite well. Juancho, I want to get your initial thoughts on the USS Callister.
I honestly really liked it, just because I was so conflicted the entire and that entire show. I was gonna say movie because it was like an hour or something long, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And it was, I loved it. I was really conflicted because I sort of relate to the villain in I'm just gonna call it the movie. I sort of relate to the villain in the movie.
And that's the thing, right? Is he really the villain? Because that's what this episode does really well. Is it makes you conflicted towards the characters, and makes you wonder where the border is between victim and abuser or villain.
Yeah. Victim and I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Were you gonna say Vic T?
I know. I was gonna say Vic T, but wait, that's not.
I see. Well, me too. I was like, that's all right. That's not a word. Oh my god. Yeah. So. Yeah, victimizer. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So eloquent. I was
the show. Because I honestly did not know who I was rooting for. Because who hasn't tortured a sim? Who hasn't dropped him in the swimming pool, took out the ladder, watched him die, or
sim,
a sim in Sims.
Yeah.
Or gone wild on GTA. Try to get those 5 stars, go ham on everyone, or just save and then go on a murder spree in Skyrim. Who hasn't done that? I've done that. Yeah. So I feel like that's exactly what he's doing, just in a more sophisticated system. This is the future of saving your game and killing everyone.
So, to enlighten people who haven't seen the episode yet, so. We're going to get into spoiler territory, like we mentioned. So the episode revolves around this guy right here. CTO for a gaming company who's not really appreciated or, at all respected, not only as a head of a company, but, as kind of like a human being to the rest of his colleagues. So
heck, even the intern didn't give him any respect, right?
Yeah, he's been an intern.
Imagine he's like the CTO of this company. In fact, he's like the brain. He's like the core of the company, and not even the intern gives him respect.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is when it comes to his role here. Sorry, what was the name of the? What's his name? I keep forgetting.
Of the guy.
Of Captain. Shoot. Okay, so the captain.
Of the captain.
Yeah. So he's not respected, and the only way he can release his frustrations is, he has his own private build of the game that they're working on, and he kind of takes it out on the characters in his private build, and his private build has the people in his office
as the NPCs inside that game, inside his private build. And what makes it conflicting is the fact that they're all sentient. The code he used to create his colleagues in the game is actually based off of DNA. I think. Oh yeah, Francis in the chat has mentioned it. They're pretty much clones, and what makes what he does appalling is the fact that it's sentient DNA. They're pretty much, real people just inside the game, which is where the conflict lies. If this was like harmless code like Sims, there wouldn't be an episode. But the fact that he's used this method makes it really, really conflicting because, in real life, out in the real world, he's a victim. But in this game, he's kind of, as they describe him, an unbeatable bastard of a god.
Yeah. His name is Robert Daly.
There,
in the show.
Captain Daly.
Anyway. Yeah. The thing is, though, like, are they really clones? It's like, because this was a reference to another Black Mirror episode where they White Christmas, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched White Christmas, where they make an AI of yourself just to be your personal assistant?
Yes.
Right. So technically, in the world, it's known that these are just AI. Right. So
but they're sentient AI. They're not just like code. They're code that's based off of you and your DNA. So that's what makes it a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes the episode pretty much.
It makes it weird to us, but technically in their universe, it's acceptable, I think. I mean, what he did was just creepy, not illegal, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. And the fact that, he didn't really put any, like, huevos, no genitalia, I guess kind of makes it slightly more okay.
It makes you think he's actually better than all of us.
How is he better than all of us, Juancho?
No, because he played by the rules. He did all this, but he played with the rules. He's playing within the rules. Because if I had master mode in any game, you just mess it up, You just go like, I'm gonna get everything, I'm gonna destroy everything, stuff like that. But he has master mode in his game, and he's playing it by the rules. He has the I'm looking for the word, the discipline to follow. It's like driving in GTA. He has the discipline to follow traffic.
Okay, that makes sense.
In GTA, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm kind of with you on that. Also, side note, he's actually 29 years old in real life. They do a really good job with his makeup.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
He looks really old.
Yeah, I mean, his face looks really old anyway, but yeah, like the hair and all, yeah. So, yeah, man, I think it's a great episode. This season seems to have episodes that are lighter than the UK episodes and to some extent last season's episodes. Especially with the Callister, you're getting more happy endings or endings that aren't just dull and grim.
Are they really happy endings though?
They're free, man. They're free.
Like I said, it depends on who you're rooting for. I was rooting for the guy. Well, sometimes depends on who the camera was on. That's exactly why I love this. I was so conflicted.
Yes.
I mean, exactly. if it was on Mrs. Mosby. Mrs. Mosby.
Yeah.
If it was on Mrs. Mosby, I'm like, oh man, just go, hurry, get out. And then if it goes back to Robert Daly, you're like, oh no, get him, catch him.
Yeah, Mrs. Mosby. For those of you who don't know, Kristen Milotti plays, I guess, the lead protagonist to some perspectives, in the show, in this episode.
Francis says, but he was a super creeper. I agree with you. He is creepy, but
he was also a product of his environment.
No, but did he deserve to die?
Yeah,
he died.
He did not. No, and if again, it's a complicated moral issue because if his colleagues just treated him better, would he be staring longingly and creepily into the distance of his like, if he just had normal human interaction on a day-to-day basis, would he really have gone that way? Like, again, all these questions are what make Black Mirror really good.
Yep. And Francis says, but he was virtually blackmailing the CEO with his kid. But then you have to think, does that even matter? Does this virtual CEO guy have any rights? Does Is he really a person? If you think about it, this
Oh,
episode
God.
was the emergence of Skynet.
Oh, man, this
Because
is messed up.
these sentient AI were able to kill someone. They murdered him.
They did murder him, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, if what would happen to the AI, the AI? The worst thing that would happen is they're alive forever, or they get deleted, which is what they wanted. But this guy is just dead.
Wow, you have a point.
So-
All right, before we get too deep into this, overall rating, Juancho, of the USS Callister.
I'll give it a 9, honestly, just because I love things like that make me not know what I want, not know who I'm rooting for, who really make me think.
Yeah, it's a really good episode. Like, you know, you're right. It does that job of making you question a lot of what's happening right in front of you. You think you're rooting for the right guy, and you find out what he's doing, and then you're like, wait, and then you start thinking of who really is in the right, and by the end, he's murdered. So, does he deserve to die and all that stuff? You're right. For me, I think I'd give it a 9 as well, because it's really good. The optimistic ending is a nice cherry on top. Some people at least get a bit of a happy ending, although his death was kind of grim.
They're not people, though. Just saying. They're programs. There you go.
Intelligence, no matter what,
Yeah.
be it
okay,
artificial or
okay,
natural.
yeah. I thought it was cool too. Aaron Paul was in the end.
Oh yeah. I was expecting him to be like, leave my quadrant, bitch. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So moving on. Hang the DJ, man. Hang the DJ was the other episode I saw, episode 4 in the series.
I'm surprised you jumped. Why do you watch? Why'd you decide to watch Hang the DJ?
So I watched Callister because it's the Star Trek, the sci-fi themed one, and then
you,
I
you
watched
Hang the DJ because it had DJ on it.
Yeah, I'm really into like DJs. No, I watched Hang the DJ because it's the one everyone was talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
It is.
yeah. So apparently no DJs were involved in the making of that episode. So
I didn't get the title actually. Why was it called Hang the DJ?
the song at the end was the Smiths. I think it was their song "Hang the DJ."
Does it have anything to do with AI and stuff, or does
Not
the
even a
song
little.
itself?
Not even a little.
Huh. Probably should have done my research on that. The title. I just realized to do it now. But yeah. You want me to describe what was happening in the episode?
Yeah, give us a brief run through.
All right. So like in Hang the DJ, you're following two main characters. This girl and this guy, and they seem to be in this utopian society where a machine gets to decide who you're going to be with and for how long. And then after that, the machine will get to analyze the data and will analyze the data so that in order to find your one true love eventually, but you have to go through the motions. And then eventually the girl and the guy you're following, they end up getting together, but they have to break up. And in the end, they're supposed to be finding their one true love, but they decide to run away together. And spoiler warning, it turns out they were a program all along, and it was just high-tech Tinder.
Again with the programs.
Yeah. So, like, we're starting to actually picture the world Black Mirror is made in. We know the technology they're using now. I feel like it's the exact same technology used in the Callister, right? They probably just put in their DNA into their phone or something, so to make a clone of themselves. And by the way, they all got erased. They're all dead. So if you felt happy about the USS Callister, you should be mortified by the ending of Hang the DJ. Just saying. You saw them. They all exploded. They all disintegrated. 1,000 sentient living beings got
Is it
disintegrated.
1,000? Isn't it 98
Not
times
yeah.
2?
It was 1,000.
99.
They did it 1,000 times, but then 998 times
Oh,
they
okay.
left the thing.
Who are those two? Like, who are those two pairs, right? Like, come on, you chickens. Like, oh man.
So
Francis
this,
actually has a point about Reddit, and talking about the title.
Okay.
It says it's about how the point of it was to stop listening to the music that the DJ picked out and to start thinking for yourself. That's a little deep.
Ooh.
That's
okay.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
okay. I did not think of that. That's true though. That's if you mean okay.
Okay.
Damn.
No.
Damn.
All right. Okay, so I was surprised by the twist. You know, the fact that they were just a program. That definitely caught me off guard. I had no clue what was happening until the very last second.
I sort of saw it coming just because they actually said it in the middle of the episode, right?
Oh,
the guy says, "Oh, what if we're just all a program in some world?" He actually just says it right up front, and I'm like, "Oh my god, it could be." But then, why did he say it?
Yeah, and people say it all the time.
You know? Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. But you had an inkling from that moment.
Just from that moment, but that moment in the middle shocked me. I was like, "Oh yeah, huh?" You know, it's one of those moments.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I like the chemistry between the two leads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they really made you believe that, you know, yeah, they should be together. You know, like there was no, like you really wanted them to end up together at the end of it. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were definitely rooting for them.
Yeah.
In fact, I was just thinking, oh, the spoiler is gonna be they're gonna find their ultimate partner, and well, it's just them.
Oh yeah.
The system was right. That's what I was expecting anyway.
That's more of a UK ending than a US ending. Like, but yeah. So I think I'd give this around an 8 to 9. I'm just not sure because, again, a lot of the pacing was slow until that final build up. I think it was handled well, but again, the engagement for me wasn't there all the way. I just wanted to find out what happened by
I think it was done perfectly.
Okay.
I'd give it a 9 too. I'd tie it with Callister as my second favorite episode. My number one favorite would definitely be San Junipero, right?
Oh.
And actually, this episode is similar to San Junipero. Like people compare it to that. Like, oh, this is the San Junipero of the season. That's what people say.
Because it's a very happy ending for this.
Yeah,
one.
it's a very happy ending. I like to think of it
except
as
for those 1,000
people who died. You know, but let's not care about them.
Oh my gosh! All right.
Anyway, but I was saying something about it though.
Oh, go for it.
Fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Your train of thought.
I said it was perfect. The pacing. Right?
Yeah.
I thought of it like, you know how, it felt really slow while they weren't together, right?
Exactly. Like
but
you said,
that's
sometimes
how
it's just a wiener in and a wiener out.
That's how it's supposed to be. You know, when you're not in love with someone and you don't feel anything, everything just feels so slow. There's like nothing going on. What is life? Stuff like that. But then when you're with the one you like, you know, when you're with a hot person, right? Things
with a hot person. Okay.
Yeah. I was just thinking of the theory of relativity thing applied to being with a hot person.
Okay.
Have you heard of that? Like when you're with a hot person, for some reason, time seems really fast.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's just it. Like just not hot person, but just now that you're with the person you want to be with, like things feel like are speeding up, and it felt like that the entire episode.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So, you give it a 9. You've seen the whole season, and I haven't yet. What would you give?
I literally stopped on Hang the DJ.
Oh, okay.
I haven't gotten forward yet, but I've watched everything in between.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we're not gonna give a full rating for Black Mirror yet.
Yep.
Okay. All
This
right.
is what we're episode recap from now on, though. I'm guessing.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. My heart kind of can't take too much of this. Awesome.
Man, you watch the 2 happy episodes. What are you talking about?
Exactly. How do you think I'd be after the not happy ones? Jeez. Okay. Juancho, man, you and I, actually, you and I didn't talk about this. I think it was me and James, or me and Jay. We talked about Godzilla coming to Netflix. We talked about this like March last year or something. And we finally got it. But the thing is, we got part 1, episode 1, and it was an hour and a half. Damn, this was a long show.
It's a movie. You just call it a movie. It's an hour and a half. It classifies as a movie, right?
And what a movie, right? Okay, so basic premise for those of you who haven't seen it yet. Again, spoiler filled because this is episode recap. Humans have fled Earth because they couldn't handle Godzilla and all the other monsters that showed up. They come back 22 years later. Turns out it's been like 19,000 years, and because of the whole interstellar
interstellar logic, yeah.
Interstellar logic. And now they're back, and Godzilla is still effing everything up. So, Juancho, man, this was a pretty cool show for me. My problem with the...
I thought it was out of this world. That's funny. Go. Just keep going. Don't zoom in on me.
Okay. My problem with the live action one that was made in America, that starred Aaron Taylor Johnson, was there were too many human interactions and not enough Godzilla.
Are you talking about the really old Godzilla movie?
No, the most recent one that starred Quicksilver.
Oh, right.
And slash Kick-Ass.
You see, I actually forgot that movie existed.
I don't
That's
blame
how
you.
bad that is.
Yeah, because it was a Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver as a married couple. So.
Also, Breaking Bad guy who was in all the promotional material was just dead. Oop, damn
I
it.
didn't see any of the promotional material, so I was kind of surprised that he was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was like always in front like he was always in the trailers, from what I remember anyway.
And he was gone in like the first 20 minutes.
That was like one of the reasons why I wanted to watch it. Like half Godzilla, half Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. Okay, so my main problem with that was there was too much human interaction. But the thing with this Netflix show is it's the same thing. There's a lot of human interaction, but to me, it wasn't too much. They did it right.
I feel like it was so anime.
Yeah, it was very anime. It was 100% anime.
You literally have like this, like the main character who just keeps shouting his goal. He's like, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill Godzilla. I'm going to become Hokage.
And it was a lot of him being like, you bastard, like 7 times in an hour.
Like right before he does his attack.
I want that. I want a t-shirt that just says you bastard and it's his face. My gosh. Yeah, so this was really good. And especially since it's just part 1.
I thought it was great. It's different. It's different, and it explains Godzilla kinda, like why this world is like this.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. And the thing is, like, again, you're attached to these people. You don't feel like they're just thrown onto the screen. You actually get a sense of, why these people are here. Even the aliens, you kind of get them, But like, how does this?
I thought it was hilarious that they're aliens.
Yeah, it's so dumb, and they have their own god. But
It's like,
the fact that
they could not kill Godzilla, so they hired aliens in exchange for citizenship. And then they also couldn't kill Godzilla, so they left the Earth.
Yeah, and then there were another set of aliens who came in to conquer, but they couldn't. Like,
I was
so
like,
now they're
man,
all working together.
They're shoving a lot of stuff into this Godzilla movie. Normally, you just want to see two things fight. Yeah, it did.
Like, unbelievably, it works. I was so surprised because I really thought that if you did this in a live action movie in America, the writers would shove too much too fast and you'd get lost. But this was paced, there were actually parts where they had too many like cuts in between in one scene where like there were too many camera angles and you were just like, come on, get to the point. Like they actually managed to have so much in it and still make it feel like, wow, are we there yet? Like it was good though. It was good.
It was. If it was made in the U.S., in the middle, they'd be like, "Oh no, there are other monsters here in this world."
Which there were.
Monster Universe. Oh crap, that actually happened.
Yeah, that actually happened, and it was done well. It was done well. And Godzilla, as Francis in the chat said, it's made by Polygon. It had its twists, it had its turns, and it had those emotional heartstring tuggers, like, the older folks who were traveling with the space colony, who just couldn't take it anymore. They couldn't take space travel anymore, and they just wanted to rest. Netflix is doing a lot of shows like this that are, make you think, very compelling, and gosh, man, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, good job, Netflix. Honestly, I didn't even know this was a thing. I was like literally just surprised one day. I opened Netflix and there's Space Godzilla.
Yeah.
Then I messaged you and I'm like, oh my god, there's Space Godzilla. We're gonna talk about that on the show.
And we are. Okay, so we're running out of time, Juancho. I want to get your review on this.
I just thought it was great. Just honestly, who like seeing speeder bikes and Godzilla in the same movie and mechs was just awesome. Just
oh yeah,
just perfect.
So good.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, man, rating.
I'd say 8.
Oh,
8,
not
yeah.
a 9?
Not a 9. It wasn't.
Surprise.
9 are for the things that make me think. 8 is when I just enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess I'd have to agree. I'd give it an 8 as well. For me, mainly because there were parts that were, that I felt could have been cut out. Just make things flow a little quicker.
Yeah. There were parts where I actually looked at my phone.
Yeah, there was a lot of dialogue that was repeated, like you bastard.
If a movie doesn't make me look at my phone, it's a good movie.
Oh yeah,
the entire movie anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, but for what it is, even if you go in with a lot of expectations, I think you'll be surprised and I think you'll enjoy this incarnation of Godzilla.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah,
This is definitely a different story, and I like that he's the villain and he's not just some anti-hero, like he's been portrayed recently.
Yeah.
Well, so far he's a villain.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah.
But this is a planet of monsters. Just saying, it'd be a good idea to have the god of monsters on your side in a planet of monsters. I feel like that's where this is going.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Give us Mothra. All right. And Francis in the chat. Okay, wrapping up. Francis in the chat says Deus Ex Machina, convenient alien race to give you tech plot device. Yeah. And then he's saying, "Oh, he just noticed your Nightwing shirt. Yeah, it is really nice."
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. So wrapping up. Oh, last bit of news. I forgot to mention this earlier. I want to squeeze this in real quick.
Sure.
The Witcher script apparently has been greenlit, and I think it's going to land on Netflix. So fingers crossed. Well, the script has been greenlit, so I guess they're going to shoot soon. So
right.
I hope it's good.
Okay.
I hope it's good.
Yeah. You have a lot of material to work with, so.
Definitely. All right, Juancho, it's that time of the show where I ask you, where can the folks at home find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast?
You can find me at my Twitter, which is at Saldana Juancho, or my Instagram, which is Juancho Saldana. Just switch it.
Oh, yeah. All right, if you want to find me outside of the Quit Stalling Geekcast, tomorrow night on GameBite, we have The Gaming House, #GamingHouse, coming on. We got Ryan, Rick's Riot, Deej Fabian, and of course, Mick Godinez, aka Gods, or MGods13. We'll have them on talking about all sorts of things, especially We'll talk about streaming and a couple of controversial topics in esports and sports today. So we'll get to that tomorrow night on Game Bite, 9:30 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. And of course, if you want to find me on social media, just at Herald Plays. If it's Twitter, twitter.com/Herald Plays. If it's Instagram, Herald Plays. And if you want to find out more about us and the rest of the Quit Stalling gang, head on over to social media, facebook.com/QuitStallingUs, Twitter @QuitStallingUs. We finally have youtube.com/QuitStalling, so check that out. All our VODs go up there. We finally nailed that down as YouTube is pulling partnership from everyone.
I know. That should have been news, actually, how messed up YouTube is.
Actually, yeah, we should do that next week. Let's do that next week. Twitch.tv/QuitStalling, which is probably where you're watching us right now live. Hit that sub button, hit that follow button, hit those bits. Cheer us on like your favorite sports athlete. And, push us over that finish line and keep the lights on. Help us keep the lights on. We're on Instagram as well, @QuitStalling. No SoundCloud. We don't like SoundCloud anymore. I'm going to remove that eventually when I feel like it. Get us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Player.fm, iHeartRadio, and so many more podcast outlets, Pocket Casts. Anywhere you can get podcasts, you can get the Quit Stalling Geekcast and Game Bite. So check those out. Download, subscribe, tell your friends. And if you have anything you want to suggest, email us at quitstallingShow@gmail.com. And, tweet us or Facebook us whatever piece of news you want us to talk about, and we will do it next week. Me and Juancho will be back, same time. An hour earlier today.
By an hour.
Yeah. We'll be back next week, guys. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you for tuning in. Juancho, final words.
Thanks to everyone who's tuned in, especially Francis, who's been helping us out a lot.
Oh yeah,
man.
Francis is the man. Francis is definitely the man, and he's really sad that he never got to meet you before you left for America.
I know. I'm sorry.
He said that was the perfect time because in the chat he said, "Yeah, you best." Oh, that should be my closing words according to him. But of course, my closing words will always be, "Thank you, everyone. Tune in next time. Same bat time, same bat channel, and of course, get off your butts and quit stalling." We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody. Bye.
See ya.